guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about my biggest insecurity because there's nothing like putting what you're most insecure about or most self-conscious about right on the internet. But I also feel like the more you can embrace your insecurities, the more you can embrace that thing that kind of makes you a little self-conscious. I don't know. I think it makes you a stronger person, and it's something that we can all kind of bond over, those one or two things that we just feel a little self-conscious about. My biggest insecurity are my teeth. I totally get, like, hashtag first world problems. I totally understand. But when I think about the one thing that makes me a little self-conscious, the one thing that I always feel like a little insecure about, it's definitely my teeth. There's a bit of a long story that goes into why my teeth are the thing that make me the most self-conscious. It's kind of a long story, but I will shorten her up for you guys. And yeah, if you want to know why my teeth are the thing that I am the most insecure about, just keep watching. So, this whole teeth saga started around I was about 10 years old, and we lived in this little community. It was super cute. About 2 houses down from us lived these little boys, and I loved them. We were best friends. We played all the time. One of our favorite activities, which sounds so bizarre, but one of our favorite things to do was they had this huge unfinished basement. So much room. It was awesome. We loved putting on rollerblades and rollerblading in the basement. It was like our own little rollerblade rink. It was so fun. And we would, we'd usually rollerblade for like hours listening to Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. It was the 90s. It was awesome. Anyway, one day we were rollerblading in the basement and I fell forward. I tripped and fell and I caught myself on my hands. It wasn't a big deal. But then one of the boys either didn't see me or thought it might be funny to pile on top of me. So he saw me, either tripped and fell on top of me or whatever, fell down on top of me, and then his brother fell down on top of him. So they piled on top of me, and I don't know if it was the first brother or the second brother, whatever, the weight of the 2 boys caused me to fall off of my hands and smash my face on the concrete floor. Now, without getting too gory or, painting too gross a picture, obviously, my face smashed down. Luckily, I didn't break my nose. Luckily, I didn't break any bones in my face. All that happened was I smashed my teeth on the concrete, and my left front tooth, so this tooth here, got chipped, got cut in half. And it wasn't just a little oh, the bottom is kind of chipped. It was okay, half my tooth just fell out. Fantastic. And there was blood everywhere. My mom had to come. It was a whole thing. So then anyway, we go to the dentist to get my tooth fixed. And I was 10 years old, remember? So, he had said to me, listen, we plan on you getting braces, and it'll be silly for us to, go into fixing your teeth now. Why don't we just put, I'll do a temporary solution, then we'll put the braces on, and then when you get your braces off in a few years, we'll do something that is a bit more permanent. So we decided that that's what we would do. I got the temporary ceramic cap or something, and then I had my braces on. A few times while I had my braces on, the little chip came out, the little temporary part of my tooth would come out, and I mean, for any kid, that's pretty humiliating to be at school or even at home, I remember if it would chip and fall out, it was not a pleasant experience. Also then to live in fear that my tooth was going to fall out. Eventually, I want to say maybe I was 13 or 14, it was time to get my braces off, and I was so excited, not just because my teeth were going to be straight. I could pretty well care less about that, but because finally we were going to get my tooth permanently fixed. I wouldn't have to worry about it. Great. The also kind of interesting thing about getting my tooth fixed while I had my braces on was that they couldn't smooth out. When you get something like ceramic or some other sort of fake tooth on your real tooth, they take almost like a nail file but meant for your tooth, that round spinny thing. Clearly I'm not a dentist. And then they smooth it out so that it looks all one color. It looks nice and smooth like your regular teeth do. But they couldn't do that when I had my braces. So when he took the braces off, clearly, you could see the divide, and you could see where the ceramic was, because the color matching wasn't great anyway. So I was so excited when I got my braces off to get a more permanent solution. But then they said to us that I had too much of my enamel left on that tooth. So I had too much of my regular tooth, too much of my good tooth left to just shave it all down and put a veneer in. Which was, even then I was like, really? Like, can you please just shave it off? Like, I don't care. For better or worse, I get that, like, if you have good enamel, you want to keep it. But if this were to happen to me now, I would have told them to just shave it. It wouldn't have mattered because of the amount of times it's fallen off. Like, I still live in fear that my tooth is gonna, like, crack in half. And that's, like, no way someone should live, especially, like, anyway. So he was like, we'll keep putting the ceramic on it, and that's sort of the solution we'll find now. So not the best news, but fine, and as a kid, you're just like, okay, like, sure. So they did their best to always, like, color match the ceramic to my tooth. But to be honest, like, especially over time, my tooth, like your enamel will change color. Like, we'll get stained from coffee or we'll get stained from foods, and the ceramic wasn't. So there was a definite discoloration, and they always tried to match, but it just never quite matched. So there was discoloration, and then you could also, like, he would put the ceramic on my whole tooth so that, like, the whole tooth would have, like, the same color, but over time, the ceramic that was on my actual enamel would chip off, but the actual, like, half of the tooth that was fake wouldn't chip off. So I would have, like, these weird ridges in my tooth, and it wasn't great. And I remember, like, again, like 2 or 3 times it would just completely chip off, and I didn't have my braces to kind of cover it, and it was embarrassing and, like, just not fun and not great. And I just remember feeling like, oh, like, why is this, like, oh, like, why can't we just find a permanent solution for this? Like, why can't we just fix it? What's the problem? And just kept getting the ceramic on, and eventually, and you can see, like, this front tooth is a little longer than this front tooth. So, like, that too was kind of annoying because the half of my left tooth that fell out was, like, the bulk of the length of the tooth. Then when they started fixing it, they were like, well, there's no way to really give you that length back, of course, without putting a veneer in, which, like, just put the damn veneer in. But there wasn't anything they could do in terms of the length, so they've always been not the same length. And then I got the job offer to go on the cruise ships, and I was like, if this happens on a cruise ship, I am screwed. Like, I'm going to be in big trouble because I can't just run to the dentist. And the way, like, cruise ship rules and, like, those contracts work is if you're on the ship, you can't just get off. Like, you have to get approval to get off, and, of course, you're paying for your own flights. It's insane. So before my contract, I went to the dentist, and this was a new dentist by this point, and I was like, listen, I need this tooth to be permanent. I need there to be a permanent solution, because if it falls off or if it chips, we're gonna have some real problems. And he was like, okay, sure, like, we'll fix it, great. But then I was like, also, like, they're not the same length. They're also, like, weird, like, they're different colors. Like, is there anything you could do to help? So again, like, because it wasn't a permanent solution, because it wasn't a veneer, there was only so much you could do. And, like, luckily, since that one, and this is like 3 years ago now, which, like, knock on wood, it doesn't fall out, because really those, like, the shelf life of the fake half of my tooth has been only, like, 6 months to a year. And what he did, like, what he put on my tooth, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but whatever he did to it has lasted about 3 years. So, like, part of me is like, oh, great, like, it's lasted 3 years, that's fantastic. But then another part of me is like, oh god, any day now it's gonna fall off. Like, any day it's gonna chip off. And, of course, now we don't live in New York, we live in Florida, and, like, I haven't really found a dentist here yet, never mind, like, a cosmetic dentist. Anyway, so yeah, it's been quite the journey with my teeth. Also, and this is completely 100% my fault, I take full responsibility, but after I got my braces taken off, obviously I got a retainer for the top and the bottom to just keep and maintain the straightness. But I stopped wearing my retainers because I was a bad teenager, and just, couldn't see beyond the fuss, couldn't see beyond the annoyance of having to wear a retainer at night, which, you know, looking back, you're like, that's so silly. You know, you could have saved yourself so much, like, not just like money wise for your parents, which for your parents, geez, but you know, like now my bottom teeth are so crooked, and that's 100% my fault. So yeah, like I have the two front teeth who are like, you know, definitely not twins. I don't even know if they're sisters. Like, for all I know, like they've never met each other before because they're like they look so different. And then my whole bottom teeth are just like so crooked and messed up. So yeah, it's definitely my biggest insecurity when I think about the one thing that I am always kind of thinking about in the back of my head. It's always my teeth. I'm always worried that my front tooth is gonna like chip and fall off. It's you know, comical for sure, and like I can look at the funny side of things, but at the same time I'm like, ooh, yeah, if I could like fix anything, or like, you know, just for peace of mind, really, not even like, I mean, aesthetically great, but like peace of mind so that I don't have to worry about my tooth falling out, I like would love to just like get a veneer and be done with it. So yeah, that's my biggest insecurity. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you really soon.